Hello everyone and happy Friday. Today I'm going to be doing some decorating in my breakfast nook with a French farmhouse style. Now I'm going to be decorating that old window that I have on my wall. Did get that shelf made to put underneath it, so now I get to have fun with some decorating. But before we go into my breakfast nook, I'm going to show you a little bit of footage that I got at my husband's 40th class reunion. Now this is at Washington Park in Denver, and my husband's high school is just across the street from the park. And they had the first day that we went to at a place called the Boathouse. So this is the view from the boathouse. You might see some little things moving there. That is rain. We did get a storm that came up all of a sudden while we were there. Now the boathouse is really big. It's a big structure. It's covered, but it is open, unfortunately. But as you can see, it's got a really nice lake here that you can do fishing in. They have paddle boats here. This is a really gorgeous park. And unfortunately, I didn't get footage of walking through the park. You know, that might be another day. So here is what happened. So I think we were only there maybe about 30 minutes. All they were doing here was having like some drinks and some appetizers. It's a little get together. And this is what happened. It was all of a sudden it got crazy like this. And like I said, this is a pretty big structure, as you can see. And it was wet all the way through. It started out okay. Everybody kept moving over to this end over here, and then it all came through. So got pretty wet here. But they did have hail, but it only stayed pea size, which is good. And I think it only lasted for about 20 to 25 minutes, this storm. But, you know, we had a few people that were walking in the park that came up and stood in here with us too. But like I said, it was crazy with the weather that just happened. Over here you can see some more of the park area, and you can see how windy it is, how much the trees are blowing here. But we did have a good time, and like I said, maybe another time we'll take a little trip to the park and I can get some footage of it, because we used to go here a lot. It is got a gorgeous neighborhood around it too. So enough of that. Let's go into the breakfast nook and get some decorating going. So here is the shelf. These are the two corbels. They're actually bookends, but they are wood. And I had my husband cut me a piece of pine board that we had out in the garage, and I had him attach it, and I painted just the shelf part is all I had to do, and I just kind of took some brown paint to kind of match it. Now on the left side, I've gone ahead and put this little container here, and I actually have faux greenery in there, but it is a little realistic looking. Kind of looks like dried leaves. The next thing I've added is this green bottle. This is actually an olive oil bottle that is empty, and this is the small size. I have a little bit larger size too that I'm going to be using also. And always check your pantry. Never know what kind of bottles you're going to find. Now over on the right, I have my big glass, I guess it's a vase you would call it. And I took some of my ornamental grass out from my yard, cut it, and put it in here. And I think this looks great here. You know, I'm trying to do an end of summer decor going here that can make it go into a little bit when I do my fall decorating. Now here is the other bottle that I've set here, and like I said, check your pantry. There's always interesting looking bottles and jars that everything comes in. I have been saving a lot of mine that I'm going to be using, because you can always paint them too. They're great for decorating. You can also, I have the lids on these, but you can take the lids off and you can actually put single flowers in there too. So here is the last piece that I'm putting on here. This is a little wooden box with some chicken wire on it. I got this a few years back at Home Goods. Actually, I think just about everything on here is Home Goods, except for, of course, my olive oil bottles. So Now I'm going to go ahead and show you some pictures, and then I have a video of more up close. So I'm going to show you a close-up here of the shelf. Now I painted the shelf white, and I just took some of my brown craft paint and did a little bit of dry brushing on. I added some to the corbel because I couldn't quite match the color going on in the corbel and the window. So I did just add a little bit on the corbels here to kind of tie in. So I think it looks great from a distance. And of course, if you can, take some cuttings from your yard to decorate with. And of course, always be checking out your pantry for colorful bottles and jars that you can decorate with. That is going to do it for the video today. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful weekend. And not sure if I'm going to have anything on Monday, but hopefully I can have something for you sometime next week. More decorating going on here in the breakfast nook. Again, wishing everybody a very wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.